Welcome back, everyone. Logistics is literally the invisible heartbeat of any successful business. But when that heartbeat skips, man, everything just grinds to an absolute halt. So if you're looking to optimize your internal stock movements and drive a true digital supply chain transformation, you are absolutely in the right place today. In this explainer, we're breaking down a massive driver of operational efficiency, SAP's Stock Transport Order, or STO for short. We're going to look at exactly how it works, why it matters so much, and how it really acts as the backbone for modern logistics. Let's start here. Are your interplant transfers causing you major financial headaches, or worse, lost inventory? Really take a second to think about it. In so many enterprises today, standard traditional stock transfers create these massive blind spots. It's like inventory just vanishes into a black box the exact second it leaves one plant, and honestly, nobody knows what's happening until it magically arrives at the next one. If it even arrives completely intact, right? That lack of visibility is a huge problem, and it's one that urgently needs solving. Okay, let's dive into this. Here's our quick roadmap for today. We'll define what SAP STO actually is, contrast it with those standard transfers, walk through the actual process flow, highlight some key benefits and best practices, and finally take a look ahead to the digital warehouse future. Section 1, what is SAP STO? Defining the core of digital supply chains. So basically, a stock transport order is a highly specialized purchase order in SAP that's used to transfer materials between your plants. The absolutely crucial thing to wrap your head around here is that it seamlessly integrates logistics, purchasing, and accounting all into one unified move. This isn't just some simple, basic warehouse movement command. Not at all. It's a highly integrated, incredibly powerful tool that's designed specifically for enterprise-level visibility. Let's look a bit closer at what STO actually does out in the wild. Sure, it handles interplant transfers within the exact same company code, but it also effortlessly handles cross-company transfers, complete with full invoice generation. It features built-in delivery integration, meaning your logistics teams can actually track the physical movement step by step. And crucially, it triggers financial postings along the way for total, undeniable transparency. Actually, consulting frameworks from experts like Rasta Infotech really emphasize configuring these exact features so they align perfectly with the company's unique supply chain needs. Section 2, STO versus stock transfer, the integration difference. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how clearly it contrasts the two methods side by side. Just look at a standard traditional transfer compared to an STO. With a traditional transfer, sure, the movement is simple, but your tracking is extremely limited, there's zero invoicing, and honestly, a delivery document isn't even required. But when you step up to an STO, it's a whole different ballgame. You unlock full transit visibility, you get a process that's deeply integrated with purchasing, you have the ability to generate invoices for cross-company moves, and delivery documentation is strictly mandatory. It is a massive, dramatic upgrade in both transit tracking and financial accountability. If you aren't using STO, you are absolutely missing out on this critical layer of control. Section 3, the STO process flow. How STO works. Let's move to and see how this builds across 6 mechanical steps. For a second, just imagine a pallet of high-value electronics. In step 1, we create the STO, officially raising the purchase order and specifying exactly which plant is supplying and which is receiving. Step 2, your logistics team preps the outbound delivery documents. Then, in step 3, the goods issue, the physical goods are formally issued in the system and actually loaded onto the truck. Step 4 is where the magic really happens. Active transit tracking while that pallet is physically out there rolling down the highway. Step 5 kicks in the second the goods arrive. The receiving plant officially posts the goods receipt the exact moment it hits their loading dock. And finally, step 6 automatically generates the billing if this happens to be a cross-company transfer. The physical pallet and the digital paper trail are just perfectly, seamlessly synchronized. So what's the ultimate result of all this? Total visibility. By meticulously integrating the goods issue at the very start, with the goods receipt at the very end, STO essentially ensures perfect physical and financial accuracy. This meticulous, lockstep flow is exactly what guarantees compliance, creates totally audit-ready documentation, and provides just absolute, unquestionable visibility across your entire enterprise. Section 4, benefits and best practices. Optimizing your supply chain. When this system is implemented correctly, the tangible business value is just immense. For example, case studies from consulting firms like Rasta Infotech highlight how companies gain real-time transparency of their goods in transits, alongside rock-solid audit-ready compliance. You're getting highly streamlined logistics and accounting, plus massive scalability, whether you're moving goods intercompany or cross-company. It even seamlessly integrates with advanced tools like SAP Extended Warehouse Management and voice picking solutions. It literally transforms these dry technical steps into massive real-world operational efficiencies. But here's the catch. To actually capture these benefits, proper configuration is key, for sure. You absolutely must properly configure your specific movement types for the goods issue and the goods receipt. You need to use delivery scheduling strategically so you can avoid those nightmare warehouse bottlenecks. Automating your invoice verification for cross-company STOs is a real game changer that saves tremendous time. And of course, you have to actively train your users on the nuanced differences between an STO and just a basic stock transfer. Utilizing digital transformation experts can ensure all these configurations are nailed perfectly the first time, totally preventing costly operational bottlenecks down the road. Section 5. The Digital Warehouse Future. Beyond Basic Logistics. You see, SAP STO isn't just some standard logistics tool. It's genuinely a launching pad for true global digital transformation. In the modern digital era, you can actually automate your STO creation using predictive analytics. You can integrate voice picking to dramatically increase your operational speed on the warehouse floor. You can enhance your transit visibility using IoT-enabled tracking sensors, and even optimize your costs with intelligent freight management. This is such an exciting future where AI-powered warehouse solutions literally turn your standard STO process into a hyper-efficient, predictive powerhouse. And that brings us to our final thought for today. Ask yourself this: is your supply chain genuinely ready to evolve from simple logistics to an AI-powered digital warehouse? The tools, like SAP STO, are right there waiting to be leveraged. It's really up to you to take that critical step towards supply chain excellence and ensure you stay competitive in the digital era. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and as always, keep learning.